Obviously, I'm guessing a pretty emotional night to be able to be here with your team and all these people to gather to watch your name pop up on the big board. How much of a rush was that? What did that mean to you and the team to see that happen?
It was incredible just having this whole community here to support us, and it's just such a shift from what I came from, and I'm just so grateful and so blessed to have such an incredible team and people who worked so hard for this and are more deserving than anyone. So I'm just so excited, and I can't wait to battle with my best friends.
You've been able to come from something like this where you've had at least a dabble into the NCAA tournament, and you've had such big stages to play on, but transferring that here to see this team be able to get that chance, how cool is that?
It's incredible. Like I said, everyone's just so deserving here, and finally seeing everyone get their opportunity at that limelight, just being in the spotlight and really shining and showing how talented this program is just so exciting. And being there beforehand, I can come into it with some experience, but you still get those jitters, you're still nervous, still excited. Everything feels pretty similar, except I'm just with a group of girls who's they haven't been there before, but it's just so exciting, and I know they're going to battle better than anyone else.
Historically, this has just been such an awesome season. Can you put it into words yet, or is the story obviously just still left to be written?
It's definitely still left to be written. The season's been great. We've had some really exciting matches, really exciting times in Mott, but we have so much experience being on the road, and hopefully it's just starting.
Torrey, when was the last time you were at Pali Pavilion?
I'm not sure. Probably for one of the men's games in the winter for supporting my cousin Micah Ma'a, whose sister's here tonight. But yeah, being in Pali is it's going to be so exciting again. The last time I played there, I didn't know it was going to be my last time. And so that was definitely something heavy that hit me once I decided to leave was, wow, I didn't know that it was my last time playing in Pali. This has such a legacy, and I'm so excited to get one last shot at it.
Yeah, when you saw that you guys weren't playing at USC and UCLA was kind of the only logical place left for you guys to be, and when you saw the name come up in the UCLA regional, what was your emotions at that point?
Fate. I feel like I've had just so many things fall into place in their rightful place this year, and I just have trust in the process. So I have faith in this team, I have faith in the process, and I think only fate could bring you back to something like that.
What's going to be the message from you to your teammates? Like you said, you've had some experience at playing pretty high level throughout. What's your message to your teammates about what the atmosphere is going to be like in there, and what the difference is, or maybe it's the same thing in terms of the game itself?
I think in terms of prepping everyone, the prepping has kind of already been done. I mean, this team has faced some really tough battles, and we grind every single day in practice, and so the biggest thing is to just keep those nerves at a minimum, and especially just hiding it when you're on the court. Play with each other, play free, play like we do every other match, and we'll be fine.
Kind of a full circle thing, and I know it's hard to not look ahead for a guy like me who's kind of looking at, hey, second round matchup, maybe with UCLA. How do you kind of keep your head in just the Friday night game to start with?
I've definitely experienced a lot of times looking too far ahead, and I think something this team has done really well this season is just focusing on the game that's in front of us. So I know our coaching staff is just already probably out of here and scouting Denver, doing everything they can, and so we'll see that when it comes forth. Obviously it brings up some nerves and excitement with the whole team, just with me being on the team, but yeah, I think our eyes are set on the prize, which is Friday night against Denver.
Question I asked Sam and Taylor too about kind of just staying sharp. Well, you guys have a big layoff. You've had 2 weeks now, and only had a couple games those last couple weeks. I think we had 4 games in 3 weeks or something like that. At the end, how do you guys stay sharp in the layoff, and is that something that mentally you can kind of overcome, or is that something you guys have to just kind of raise the level of practice, or how does that go?
Yeah, I think our level at practice has just stayed at this consistency all year, so it's not very different. We're playing against each other in practice, and our bench is fighting just as much as our starters are. So those 6-on-6 practices where we're all just out there competing against each other, and our defense gets to compete against one of the best offenses in the country. We get some crazy rallies. It's high intensity. It's competitive. So it feels like we're playing games all the time, especially in our conference. You know, I'd say most of our practices are more intense than most of our games. So it doesn't really feel any different.
What were your goals coming from UCLA to Cal Poly, and what were your expectations, and have they been met?
They've definitely been met in terms of conference, and I mean, like I said, I hope that we can just go as far as possible. Leaving UCLA, I knew it was going to be, you know, a less difficult conference, but I wanted people to know that I wasn't giving up on volleyball, or I wasn't wasting talent, or whatever everyone kept on telling me. I knew these girls. I knew my sister. I knew Taylor since we were like little kids. I knew the talent that they had, and I felt like I was just being drawn there. I felt like a missing piece, and I had incredibly high expectations. I still do. 16-0 is great, but you know, we want to go as far as we can with that, and kind of live up to my mom's legacy, honestly. When they were 1985 tournament, headed to UCLA, they played UCLA in the second round. It was very similar, so it's just insane that it's continuing this deja vu effect. I don't know.
What kind of wisdom have the coaches, Sam, Caroline, and Jason, been instilling in you guys going into this tournament? A lot of it is first time for people, so.
Yeah. Sam has decided that he's going to do these quotes every day before practice, and he's telling us that these quotes are things that are going to mentally prepare us for what the tournament is like, since no one besides Sam, Caroline, and myself, I believe, have been to the tournament. So he's doing these quotes, and you know, we do a lot of mental practice as a team, and it's just, we create this environment that is hard to not crack in, and so everyone that's here is incredibly mentally tough.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.